Welcome back to Langley Firearms Academy. This is another live show. I have not done a live show in about a week, and I'm sorry. I went to the beach last week, and I really intended to do a live stream from the beach, but I have the kids, and I had the wife, and it was raining, and it was thundering. It was a whole big thing, so I didn't get to do it, but I am back now. Tonight's a special one. Tonight's a special live stream. I'm waiting for a few people to get in here, but there's a lot of stuff coming out right now that I want to make a special announcement on that I want you guys to know about firsthand, because a lot of things are changing. This will still be an open gun Q&A. Any questions that you want to ask, please go ahead and ask them. I'm totally down. What's up, Beast? Beast says hello. I'm just going through a normal live stream. Any kind of questions you guys have, lay them on me, hit me. Behind the scenes, anything that you want, I kind of let you guys get this access to me, and I kind of answer any questions directly. And then a little bit into this live stream, I'm going to do an announcement or two and explain some more changes that are coming to YouTube and how it's going to tweak the system a little bit. So, enough of that. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. It is Saturday. Thank God. It's about 9:30 here on the East Coast. This is live. I love doing Saturday nights on live. That's the best time I found. I think I might make that a routine time on that. Clover Tack says very well indeed. Excellent, Clover. Ghost Tactical says, what's up, crazies? I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Really cool stuff. So guys, I'm curious, what's been going on with you guys? Have you guys noticed anything different on YouTube? Have you noticed anything out of the box? Have you noticed the creators behaving differently? Have you noticed anything like that? I'm very curious to know because there have been some changes. DPMS, great manufacturer. What would be your recommended MRE and where to get it? I don't have a great answer on that. Shane Hopkins, what's going on? Not much. Just doing some things. But I tell you what, guys, I'll actually do the YouTube stuff right now because I was going to wait till about 30 people jumped in, but it turns out you guys jumped in quick, so I appreciate that. If you guys are familiar, YouTube a little while ago, air rifles are cool. I love real rifles though. So a little while ago, YouTube, they started to demonetize some channels, and they started to basically scrub out the YouTube system and say, hey, if I don't agree, or if it could be controversial, or if there's something that's kind of out of the box that makes me a little uncomfortable as Google, we're going to just go ahead and demonetize it. And that's been a big deal. They've done this pretty much across the board, and I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on it. I'm going to be 100% honest. It's their platform. I don't have any I don't have any kind of problem with YouTube controlling their platform, because it is their platform, and that is a very free market idea. I have no problem with that. It is unfortunate that there's kind of a stifling of freedom of speech going on, but that's to be expected in some manner. It's not okay, but it's to be expected. And I legitimately believed that the way that it was going to work was YouTube gets boycotted, they clamp down on their regulations and their demonetization and their stuff for monetization, their requirements, and I legitimately thought they'd go back to the sponsors and say, hey, look, we did all these changes, so come on back. Come on, we need you. And I thought that was going to happen, and I still think that's going to happen. I will get to the gun questions here in a second, guys. I think that's going to happen, but they've made another move recently, which is a little disappointing to me. My reaction beforehand was, hey, I'll just muscle through it. I'll just keep on making content. And eventually it'll go back to normal. Everything will die down, or it'll calm down. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's calming down. In fact, it looks like it's getting a little bit worse. And just being extremely real with you guys here. It looks like YouTube will now be hiding channel results in searches. They will be sorting out the sources that they want, or the channels and the videos that they want to show, and they won't be saying they're terrible videos, and they still follow the guidelines of YouTube, but YouTube doesn't want them showed, so they won't be showed. And so what that basically means is if they get in someone's head that gun channels are a problem, then the gun channels will just be not shown, and they won't be able to be searched. So that's kind of the issue that is now becoming an actual reality, which I didn't think was going to happen. Just to give you an example of what happened to me, I got hit on my monetization by it went down by about 70 to 80%. But you know, I hope that it comes back. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. I really had faith that it was, but I kind of am losing faith, especially with this newest move. Now they're gonna start hiding channels. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to do something I didn't really want to do originally. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read that one. Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. So basically what's happening is I had faith that it would come back, and I didn't want to start a Patreon channel. And the reason that I didn't want to start a Patreon channel is because I wanted to prove to the world that the content is what's bringing the advertisers. I don't want to gouge money from anybody. I don't want to suggest that someone gives me money because I have the right to make a YouTube channel and you should do it just because I'm awesome. That's not the way that I feel at all. In fact, that's why I've never made one single video on support me on Patreon, or I've started a Patreon account in reaction to this. It just so happens the way my channel was built, I could sustain this and I could still make the content, which was awesome. However, with this new system coming out, and the new hiding of the videos and the new different things going on, I've decided to start a Patreon channel, and that is at the request of a few of the viewers in this stream right now. A bunch of you guys have been giving me advice, saying, hey, you've got to get on Patreon, you've got to get out there, you just got to fund it somehow. And I've been resisting, and I'm going to use this moment right now to say that I have officially have a Patreon account up. If you guys like my content, if you like the things that I do, the way that I do them, if you like where I'm going with my channel, I really would love your support on Patreon. It's not a matter of give me money because I need money. It's a matter of support the Second Amendment, and I can help further it for the next generation. And that's the way that I look at it. I don't look at it as support me. I have a job. I am supported. I'm good. If this YouTube channel goes away, it'll be very sad for me, but it won't be the end of my life. I won't have no income, right? So again, it goes back to the way I built the channel. But if you guys like the channel, I would love your support on Patreon. I have multiple things that I've checked up. It's under the same name, Langley Firearms Academy. I have multiple different levels of patronage that you can do. But even the smallest one, $2 a month or something of that nature, is a huge help. I've got a lot of things coming out that are really amazing. I've got international trips planned. I've got all these things that can really help people, they can help the world, and they can spread the Second Amendment in a positive light. And any support that I can get, if I have 50,000 subscribers, which I have currently right now, you can imagine that if I had 10% of that, 5,000 people doing $2 a month. Imagine what we could do for the Second Amendment together. It wouldn't be a you're paying my bills. It would be look what we're doing. Look what we're doing in the spite of amazing resistance. So I'm having some questions right now. Patreon, what is Patreon? Patreon is a site where you can go. It's just patreon.com, and you look up my channel, right? You basically pledge $2 a month to a creator that you support, and every single month on a certain day, you'll give them $2. And in quantity of scale, 50,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers, you can see that math starting to come along, and you can really see how the channel would really make some great stuff. If you like it, I would love to do that. I don't like asking for money. I'm not going to say this is asking for money. That's why I'm kind of framing it from a perspective of make the Second Amendment great, make it a lot stronger, and for the next generation, because that's what this is. It's a battle for the next generation. And that's my big announcement for this evening. I'm also, I've got another question for you guys I'll ask you in a few minutes. But right now, what do you guys think about that? Alex Androna, I'm actually not asking for money. I don't want any of the money myself, I promise. That's why I have never done this before, and I don't like that. But that's not my personal ambition, right? This is more of a, if they're going to hide the videos, I can't make the money, I can't cover it, I just can't do it. So I did make it. If you guys want to check it out, that'd be amazing. If not, I completely understand. I hope you enjoy the videos. Jay Tuck says I have a good channel. Thank you, Tuck. That's awesome. That's awesome. But I would love, because you guys are the live stream viewers, tell me what you think. What do you guys think of a Patreon account? What do you guys think of the idea of a Patreon account? I'd love to hear your feedback on that, because you guys are the ones that watch my live streams. You watch all my videos. There's about 1,000 of you to 3,000 of you that dedicate your time every time I put a video out in the first 2 days to watch it. And that's amazing. That's so awesome, and I thank you so much. Some great things happening. It's so great things, so many great things. But like I said, totally optional, no pressure whatsoever. You'll pledge $50 if I take off my hat. That's $50 worth right there. Ever says no, ever heard of it until now, but I have an idea and I'll support it. Thank you, I love that. Not bad when you check out Vimeo. I do, and that's another thing. And I appreciate that, Beast. Beast says he would if he could pay, and I totally get it. Super chat, there it is. That's right, $50 super chat. Google always has limited results from finding the beginning. Well, so here's the other thing that I'm thinking about doing. And like I said, anybody who checks it out, I appreciate it so much, guys. It's not my number one thing. Dude, Steve, pledge $1 a month. Thank you, dude. That's awesome. That's huge. And like, get more of those and we can really make some difference. That's amazing. One other thing that I want to start doing, and this, I want to know your thoughts on this, guys. I really am curious about how you feel about this. So my channel is a gun channel. Completely a gun channel. I try to put out one video every 3 days, all about guns, all about related content, everything. What I'm thinking about is expanding the scope of the channel, still to firearms, but not just firearms. For example, hunting season is coming up. I want to do videos on the best firearm for you in a hunting scenario and kind of a hunting channel. So I'm curious, would you guys like to see how a 300 Blackout would compare to a 308 when hunting deer or pigs? I mean, is that something that's doable? Because I know this is not necessarily a hunting channel, but I can see a definite crossover there. And I think that's something that has a lot of value, and I'd love your opinions right now. You guys can reach out to me and have conversations with me. And Clover Tack says, as long as you keep it related to firearms, you should be all right. Tuck says yes with all caps. See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking keep it in the firearm genre. Andrew said it's a badass idea. Yeah, it's completely doable. Perfect. Ghost says agreed. Awesome. Because that's what I was thinking. I was legitimately thinking, this is still in the realm. This is still doable. This is still like, if I'm going hunting, everyone's saying it's good. I love this, guys. That's amazing. Thank you. So like if I go hunting, right? So if I'm going hunting and I want to incorporate the 300 Blackout, the new cartridge in the platform world, but I also want to platform in AR hunting, that's a perfect segue versus a 30-30 or a 308 bolt action, or 30-06 or 270 bolt action. All those things tie in really neatly with a gun channel. I just don't want to turn off my existing super fans and my fans who watch my vids and like they watch all my live streams, but I think there's a crossover there. I think there's a market for shooting things and seeing damage on different calibers for fire. You fire, that's cool. One way to battle the heat while making videos, wear a Speedo. That is very true. That's awesome. Your channel caters to viewers that give preference to multiple firearm categories anyway, hunting, self-defense, pistol. That's true, they really do. 458 SOCOM might kill a deer, but it also might leave nothing to it. But yeah, that's the stuff that I want to do, and I really want to expand the channel because I want to bring you guys in. Like I want to make you guys feel like you're there, right? So if I go hunting and I bring a deer back and I find this amazing recipe, I want to share that with you guys. I'm not a cooking channel, but it's something that's related to doing things with firearms, and that's just kind of the way I'm thinking about it. But you guys have given me some amazing feedback right now, which is awesome, and I appreciate that. Yeah, and after the kill is kind of where I'd focus. I'm not big on, do you like elk? Yes, I love elk, cleaning and cooking. I would definitely do a video on that. I think as long as you keep showing your passion, people will support. I agree. And the other thing that this will, if I were to go into this, like for example, another video idea I had, if I was fly fishing, but I was talking about bullets while doing it. That's kind of cool. I've never seen anything like that. But it's a unique, out-of-the-box experience, which I think is kind of a cool idea. It gives you really some cool scenery, shows me doing something a little bit different. Just really neat. I would like to see the 300 Blackout in my state. I can keep an AR pistol in my car as long as I have my TCF. And I was thinking 300 Blackout for my AR pistol. That is a great one. Ghost and a few other people have said muzzle loading. Ever likes the fly fishing idea. Thank you. But that's the kind of stuff that I want to do. And also, what that allows us to do on the channel, yes, that is a good idea, sort of vlog while talking shop. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Clover. So, if you think about this from a standpoint of kind of reaching different audiences, right now, I'm firmly in the firearm space. But if I start incorporating a few other things like hunting and in the outdoor realm, like hiking, but still incorporating bullet talk and talk and shop, like Clovertac just said, I think it would appeal to a larger audience. It would widen the base, and then it would really be a great thing for our channel. Bow fishing would be a great thing. Hunting, hog hunting, all of these things would be amazing. And I think it would just something out of the box that doesn't exist right now. And I think that you guys are giving me amazing feedback. Congrats on the success lately. Your channel offers something different. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tuck. That's what I'm trying to do. Some good recipes and how to skin, exactly. It's like Alex says, some good recipes and how to skin, like that would be a good example. That's what I'm talking about. And fillet some trout and stuff like that. You guys are like in my brain right now. That's awesome. So thank you so much for your feedback on that. So based on that, I'm definitely going to keep on going there. I think I could get you. I think you could get in trouble shooting salmon with a shotgun. That'd be a problem. You should get into bows. I want to try it. I actually had a sponsor. It's a cool story. I actually had a sponsor at the NRA show who makes the Raven crossbows. The owner of the company actually wanted me to get the Raven on my channel, but I couldn't really find a way to incorporate a crossbow into a gun channel. But this would be something that would spread it out, and it would kind of bring a little more outdoor stuff into my channel. And you guys are right on. That's awesome. Youth archery training all day, lots of fun. Your knife knowledge is a little lacking, though. Totally valid. J Tuck says, I don't know nothing about knives. I get that. Dawson wants to see some of my guns. I don't have any guns out right here. Clover says, I'm not alone on knives. That's right. Guns, bow, knives, they all go together. You're right. Tuck finds that funny that I don't know anything about knives. Whatever. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, those are my two things. I had the announcement for Patreon. It's Langley Firearms Academy. If you want to do it, that's amazing. And if you don't, I completely understand. Completely. But the other one is the outdoor stuff. And you guys have given me amazing feedback on that. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. All right, so now, about 15 minutes of chatting. Let's get into what you guys want to talk about. Open discussion about anything you want. We can talk about guns. We can talk about YouTube. We can talk about Google and that stuff. Let's see. Are the cases behind me empty then? Oh, those? Yeah, those actually are empty. That would not be a safe place to store guns. All right, J Tuck says P320 drop issues. I have heard of that a little bit. I've never experienced it personally, but I do know that it's starting to become a thing, and I don't know a huge amount of information about what's causing it, but I can confirm I've heard that. Talk Vortex Venom. Have an opportunity to pick up one free or cheap. Hold on. I couldn't see that. Sorry. But I do have some Vortex scopes. They're amazing. What's your thought about the P320? I have one dropped several times and nothing. Your thoughts? I mean, these guns are meant to be safe. They're not going to go off as frequently. You know, it's kind of like a 1911. They do the same thing. What do you think of the Colt M4 22LR? I think that's a great idea. My carry gun is a Mod 2. Nice. It's not bad at all. I can get behind that idea. But yeah, I mean, I'm so excited. Hunting season's right around the corner. Oh, I'm so amped. National reciprocity. All right, that ain't gonna happen. I'm just telling you. If we can get the silencer, the Hearing Protection Act through, score, done, amazing. National reciprocity, I'm gonna be real. I don't know. My favorite movie, J Tuck, it's probably Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls 2 from a comedy standpoint, because that movie still makes me laugh incredibly hard. But my favorite movie overall is not Titanic, Clover. That's just insulting. I love Braveheart. I love that movie. I've never carried, but do you think a Ruger American 9mm is too big? No, I do not. But it depends on the size of your frame. I'm a larger frame person, so it's not that big of a deal for me. But, I mean, try it out. If you can put a shirt over it and it's done, you're good. All right, we got movie quotes coming in now. King of the World, Freedom from Braveheart. Braveheart is one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm sorry, it's like one of the best movies ever. That's just all there is to it. I'm just saying. There's some really good ones. A lot of the Mel Gibson movies that came out are amazing. Excuse me, sir, your balls are showing. Bumblebee tuna? We didn't get all dressed up for nothing. Die Hard. Oh, Die Hard's also a great one. Lethal Weapons are good. Man, this is turning into a great discussion. Those are all great movies. God, there's so many there's so many great quotes in Braveheart too. One of my favorite lines in that whole movie is my favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. That's fair. Mine is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's one of the funniest movies ever. Born Supremacy. That's a good movie. It's intense though. I'm like, oh damn. So one of my favorite lines in Braveheart is when the Irish guy is like, they're standing behind a shield and they're like this, and the arrow comes through, and he's like, the Almighty tells me he can get me out of this mess, but he's pretty sure you're booped. That is one of the funniest things ever. How long have you been stressing over Patreon? I haven't been stressing over Patreon. I just made a tactical decision not to do it. I've been thinking about it for a week. Ever since the new release from YouTube, where they said, hey, we're basically just going to hide all the videos. That's probably the moment where I started going, nah, that's just dark. that's not cool. That's suppression, to be honest. Conor or Mayweather? Didn't you ask me that last time? I don't really know the best. I'm going to go with Conor just because it's the first one and it's alphabetical. But yeah, it's probably been a week since I've been thinking about the Patreon thing, and I'm going to start incorporating it deeper into my channels just to see if I can get it going, because the things that I have planned for you guys and planned for the channel are just, they are off the charts. My aspirations for this channel have gotten so big. Zombies, I'm okay. I can live without them. My favorite weapon is probably my AR-10 that I built, my DPMS pattern AR-10. It is so sexy. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it so much. It's great. If you've seen the videos, I haven't put on a lot of videos. I have one. It's actually in the end trailer of my most recent 5 videos. That's like the big AR-10 that I rack and then I blow the walls apart. I love that. How close are you to Warner Robins Air Force Base? About 2 hours. It's not that far from me. It is not suppressed. My AR-10 is not suppressed. It is just a whole lot of goodness. But when the Hearing Suppression Act clears, when the Hearing Protection Act clears, I am so amped. I'm gonna get a 30 caliber can, and I'm gonna put it on my 308. I'm gonna put it on my 30-06. I'm gonna put it on my 300 Blackout. It's gonna be so great. If you could pick only one weapon only for your life, what would it be? Oh, God, you guys are getting like deep on me here. I've got two. I got two. I've got one is going to be a Springfield SOCOM. I love that gun. The second one is a Ruger, oh my God, gun sight, a Ruger gun sight, 18-inch stainless steel barrel. Love both of those guns. So amazing. The Ruger gun sight is that bolt action 308. That's, ooh, it's got iron sights on it. Giggity. Can you put a Geisley trigger on an MP1522? I bet you could. I don't see why you couldn't. Thoughts on Plus P ammo? I don't do it because it's pointless. Isn't that a scout rifle? The Springfield is. I like the M1 carbine. I also like the M1 carbine. I'm watching White House Down right now. Good. That's also a pretty intense movie. That's a pretty crazy movie. Gotta love the silencer life. Oh, I want a silencer so bad. I'm just not going to get one until they become legal. I'm just not going to pay extra money for the government to give me the right to do it, which is already a right. And then I'm not going to wait 9 months like they want me to be discouraged. I'm just not going to do it. I don't need my hearing that much. Just saying. But yeah, when that passes, I'll be so amped. But then you got like the whole like North Korea thing. I mean, like South Korea. I mean, like, I swear to God, it's crazy. 9 months would be quick. Actually, 9 months is about the time, Clover, here in Georgia, that it takes. By the way, who else is like, you wake up tomorrow morning and South Korea is going to be an island because North Korea is gone and the ocean flooded in? Anyone else like, whoa? What is the longevity of a stainless steel barrel? I thought about getting M1A1 in the stainless steel barrel. They are amazing as long as you clean them. They are very, very good barrels. As long as you clean them. But it's just like anything else. You just got to clean it. I have a 5.56, but not for my 300 Blackout. I love my 300 Blackout too. Gotta be real. Thoughts on Daniel Defense suppressors? Suppressors are suppressors are suppressors. Daniel Defense really likes to make pretty things and puts really pretty numbers on them. That's really bit all I got for that. I mean, my ears are still ringing years after a loud bang. You might regret it. Well, that's why I always use Ear Pro. I never do anything without Ear Pro. I go hunting with a 30-06 without Ear Pro, but that's not that big of a deal. Especially when you have a 20-inch barrel, it's pretty far away from you, and when you reload your own, it's a little bit different. But I'll tell you, I'm just waiting for Kim Jong whatever to Un. I think his name's Un. Just to piss us off one more time, haha, I gotta fire a missile on Guam, and we're like, oh, okay. Which button? Melania, which button should I push? I'll be huge. Oh, I need a chair. Sit, relax. I can't. The angles are all wrong if I sit down. This is perfect because the light's right here, and it's illuminating my face a little bit and a little bit off my head. It's amazing. What are my thoughts on KKM precision barrels? I need to research them. I don't know enough about them to give you my full thoughts on them. I know that Ballistic Advantage makes some amazing barrels. I know that Faxon Firearms makes some amazing barrels. There's a lot of great stuff out there, especially right now. Oh, here's something I can bring up to you guys. Have you noticed that ammo is the price that it was when Clinton was in presidency? Bitcoin or silver? Silver. I mean, whoa. I have a Taurus 380, the cheapest one, and the slide won't release when I hit the slide release. What is your thoughts, and what do I do? I would contact Taurus because they have a pretty good warranty program. That's what I would do. I think they warranty their guns for life, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure they do. But yeah, ammo, price of Clinton presidency, pre-ban, amazing. I just got 9 mil. I got 1,500 rounds, $240. Amazing. Green tips versus black tips. I'll do green tips all day because they're more common. Black tips are armor piercing, but that doesn't really matter that much for us. Looked at a 30 caliber can and 5 baffles in it. I didn't see that whole one. Sorry, something about cans and baffles. But yeah, ammo, guys. If you're looking for guns and you're looking for ammo, this is the best time in 20 years to buy guns and ammo. This is the bottom of the market. I'm telling you, it is not going lower than this. All the manufacturers have oversupplied themselves. They've over-ordered because they thought Hillary Clinton was going to be president. They have them all sitting in stock, and then we also got tired of spending all our money. I'm telling you, you got to go for that. Do you use steel case 308 ammo? I do not. I use brass. What's so special about green tips? Green tips have a little cone on the inside of them, and basically it's a denser projectile, and it allows it to go through helmets and stuff and a little bit further trajectory. I just bought 200 rounds of 5.56 for $50. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you guys were ever looking to go out and enjoy the outdoors and shoot and make videos and make your own YouTube channels and just flood the system with YouTube channels about guns, because we need the next generation. This is the time. I cannot stress to you high enough. When I started my YouTube channel, ammo was at the peak of the Obama administration. And it was very expensive. You couldn't do a lot of things. The next generation, and here's a little bit of a soapbox I'm going to go on because I really like to think long term. I don't think short term. I think long term. The gun world. All right, so you can see Obama did suck with ammo prices, along with everything else. I'm just saying, not my fan. So if you guys watch and think about YouTube, right? First gun channel that came out, FPS Russia. Welcome to Georgia. I am actually a redneck, but I shoot and talk like this. Yeah, right? That's not really he actually speaks like me. But anyway, whatever. Met him. He's cool. Whatever. So what happened is these channels got really big, and then channels came up behind them. Iraq Veteran 8888, Demolition Ranch, 22 Plinkster, Such. All these channels came out, and they started growing, right? 380 is more expensive because it is actually less common, and that's why. It's just a demand thing. 22 is more expensive when Obama took office. I don't know if that. I might challenge that. But all these channels. Oh, gun show. Jay's going to a gun show. Woot woot. I love that. Hey, rep my channel. Woot. So gun channels, when they came out, they were going up, and it's just like every other business. It's just like every other kid. It's just like every other industry. You have the big dogs, then the ones come behind it, then they fall off, then they get big, and then new ones come up, and it just keeps on cycling. It's a natural progression. I'm in the middle now. I started at the very bottom. So I'm in the middle now. So once you get to that middle, you start to think about the people that are coming behind you, the channels that are coming behind you, and it's not happening right now because YouTube banned all the money. There's no reason to get into it. I'm working on a solution for that. They also came behind and said, we're going to hide all the stuff that's questionable. No solution for that. Also, the gun world is taking a massive hit and a breather. Andrew says, I don't have hats or t-shirts with your channel on. I know I don't, and I'm sorry. But you need to go to my website, langleyfirearmsacademy.com. If you go to YouTube Lodge, I put it on the far right of my website. You can log in and you have all of my discounts right there. And there's a company called Grunt Style. And my discount code and my website is right there. So that's what, if you want to support me and get some t-shirts that are badass, go there and then use the codes and the links and everything. But it's langleyfirearmsacademy.com. So that's another great place that you can go. But yeah, someone just mentioned a comment about the bigger channels are not supporting the smaller channels. 100% true. And I think that's very short-sighted, and I think that's very foolish, because the strength in the Second Amendment goes with reaching out to everybody, reaching out to the entire population of the United States. If you get into the United States and you lose that ability to communicate with the next generation, you're losing a huge chunk of space. 10-year-old, 15-year-old kids aren't going to relate to me as much as they're going to relate to a 21-year-old, 22-year-old. 21-year-old kids are going to relate to a 25 to a 27 a lot more than a 30, 40, 50, right? So that's what you need to do. Philip says he has my back. I appreciate it, Philip. I mean, if you want to buy a t-shirt, if you want to buy some Patreon action, anything that supports the channel is amazing. Will 223 ammo affect accuracy in a 5.56 gun? It will not. It's the exact same, so you're good there. But a lot of smaller channels are creating coalitions, so will that help? That will help. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if that will help. You need the larger exposure. Derek says, got your back as well. Thank you, Derek. In my opinion, you need the exposure. You need someone who is a known brand in the space to do that. And I will definitely explain the 223 Wild. So coalitions are amazing, but the only problem is if YouTube is slowing the growth and you have, let's say, you put out a video and you put out one video a week. Well, the algorithm isn't going to jump on, it's not going to push you further because 2 a week is kind of small, right? The ability for you guys to network together is strong. And if you each have 5,000 subscribers and you each have 10,000 subscribers, the numbers break down to roughly, you're going to have between 5 and 10% viewership of your subscriber base, which is pretty accurate over time. So if you're looking at that, waiting to see you at Georgia GU. GU? Georgia University? Gun show. Oh man, that would be amazing. So if you guys work together, that's awesome and that's amazing. That really is strong. But there's a problem with that model, and here's the problem with that model. Right now you have independent channels working independently, but forming a coalition like you just said. So it's like, hey, I'm going to feature you on my channel, you feature me on your channel, which is amazing. That's great. But what you're doing is you're still dealing with the issue of a smaller audience base. You're still dealing with the issue of the aggregation, which is not what you need. Those of us that watch your channel and are aware, it helps a lot as well. I appreciate that. Awesome. 223 will not affect actually. Do you like SKS? SKS are fun for plinking around. They're not bad guns at all, and they're real cheap. It's just like bing, 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 7639, boom. 762 by 39. But what you need to do is it needs to be all in either one channel, and each of you needs to put out one video a week, and you need to aggregate it and constantly just put out content. That's going to be very effective because at that point the system can't ignore you because you're putting out so much content, right? And when you get to that point, the algorithms will start to say this person posts a lot, so we need to get them up there and they'll get views, and if their views are liked a lot and there's a long view duration, you're going to get more and more exposure in the recommended videos. So an approach like that, in my opinion, is going to be more powerful than the approach of multiple tiny channels working together. Yeah, content is important. I do 2 produced and 3 lives a week. That's huge. That's huge. And the content and the quality is seen very easily. So it's an important thing to do. It's just a matter of what your niche is. Will you be at the Greater Outdoor Show this year in Perry? I will not be. I do not believe that I will be able to go there this year. It's a great idea. The content's amazing. I'm working on something because I legitimately think that's what we need to do. Sorry to get all geeky. Most of these guys don't care about that stuff. That's important, man. It's important to know what the next generation is doing. The next generation of YouTube channels is huge. I plan to be, like, if the numbers are right, I'll be at 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So that's massive. Like, how can I use that to further the other channels? And I have a good idea. I have a pretty good idea. I'm still flushing it out. I'm still working all the way through it, but I will keep you guys in the loop 100% on that. And especially the people who want to start YouTube channels, it's going to appeal to you greatly. I'm kind of excited about that one. That's pretty cool. Man, this live stream is amazing. Like, we got the Patreon thing going. That's great. Got the YouTube, the website thing going. You guys hooked me up with the feedback on the outdoor stuff. That's awesome. Is 8mm bigger than the Russian Rim 7.62 by 54? Yes, 7.62 is still 30 caliber. 7mm is a 30 caliber, I believe. So 8mm would be larger. Ah, perfect. 223 Wild. I told you I'd come back to that. 223 Wild is one of my favorite concepts, and I actually have a video on it on my channel. 223 Wild versus 223 versus 5.56. It's a very popular video. But basically, 223 Wild is not a cartridge at all. You shoot 5.56 or 223 out of it. What 223 Wild is a difference in the chamber inside the barrel. So when the barrel is reamed out, right, when you make the chamber for the round, 223 has a little bit more accuracy, so it's a little bit more direct. 5.56 has more pressure, so it's a little bit bigger on the inside of the chamber. 223 Wild is a combination of both of those attributes. So when you go in there, there's a little bit different headspace, and I'm getting a little more nerdy than I need to. But basically, it combines the accuracy of the 223 and the pressure of the 5.56 to give you a much more accurate firearm at distance. And that's why 223 Wild is so popular, because it shoots 5.56 and 223 Wild. All you have to do is have a special barrel. And it's a 223 Wild barrel, and my next AR-15, my perfect world AR-15, is a 223 Wild. Which gun is the most accurate gun you've ever fired? Most accurate gun I've ever fired is probably... I gotta think about that one. Other guys are getting me in on their shows to help get my show and my channel bigger. Huge help. Yeah, it's a huge help. It's a huge help. You just have to keep that going. And I have some good ideas, and this is awesome that this is a good outlet, because we've carried about 32 to 37 people in this channel. Funniest gun I've ever shot is probably my DP-12. That thing has 2 barrels, the pump, double action, or excuse me, pump, 2 trigger, semi-automatic, 12 gauge shotgun. Lots of videos on my channel of that one as well. But if you want to know more on the 223 Wild, look up on my channel 223 Wild versus 223 versus 5.56. It's a really good video, and it kind of breaks down a lot more inside the actual chamber, how it works, and everything. But I just gave you a synopsis. Will do. Ever. I love it. But man, guys, I'm so freaking excited. I'm give you a little sneak peek update. I've actually got some really cool stuff coming up on the hunting side of things. Hunting/donation. Next year, I think I'm going to be able to afford to put us in Mexico for doves and then donate the food to villages there. I think we've got enough money to go to Argentina, and I'm trying to suck up enough to get to South Africa. But, guys, how crazy is that? I started this channel 2.5 years ago, and now I've got people wanting to take me to Argentina, Uruguay, Bolivia, Mexico, South Africa, Scotland, Wales, all these places, and it's all because you guys watch my channel. How crazy is that? That's the power of the YouTube channel and the YouTube system. And that's kind of why I'm so disappointed that they're making these moves. It's because, guys, we're making so much amazing stuff. You can't take ammo to Argentina, right? Can you to Mexico? No and no. You have to import it, all of it. Andrew says that would be boss. Yes, it would. Wish you could make it to Kosovo so you could shoot all types of illegal guns here. I wish I could make it to Kosovo as well. I actually had an offer this week to go to Russia, Vladivostok. It's close to Eastern Europe, and hunt Eurasian boars. I was like, what? So we'll see if I can swing that. I don't think I can swing that this year or next year, but a lot of crazy cool stuff, a lot of amazing stuff, and the ammo you actually have to buy there. It's imported by the government and then sold out, and you have to use it there. I can take my own guns, but I don't think I can take the ammo, which is kind of a letdown. But I mean, how cool is that? Think about this. If I told my kids in 10 years, I've gone to Mexico, Argentina, South Africa, YouTube, all that stuff, all that those crazy countries, Russia, Wales, Scotland, because I have a YouTube channel and people like watching it, I told my dad that I was going to Alaska for this idea, and he's like, I want to go. I was like, sorry, bro. You ain't got no YouTube channel. Just kidding. I told him he could go. It's cool. But I mean, Alaska's another place we can go. It's amazing the impact that we can have all by spreading out the Second Amendment. It's so just mind-boggling. Oh man, get my dad on YouTube. Actually, my dad wants to start a YouTube channel. He wants to do a grilling YouTube channel. I'm like, God, that's gonna be really hard for me to do. Jay Tuck says he's signing out. Thank you so much, and thank you for checking out Patreon, Tuck. I appreciate that. But yeah, some amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. The grilling will be fun, because then I can tie that directly into the hunting show / firearms channel / outdoor channel. Like, it's just, that whole thing goes in, and it broadens the base, and it makes YouTube have a little more problem cutting me off. You know, hey, life plays the music. You just got to dance around. Clover says, I would sub a grilling channel and love grilling and smoking. That's because it's amazing. My dad is a phenomenal guy on a green egg. That's why he wants to do a green egg channel. Just to like document all this stuff and keep all the recipes on there and share with people. I just think it'd be cool. Yeah, so we're probably going to do that at some point next year. I don't know when. We'll see. Clover says he has a Green Mountain grill. I've never seen a Green Mountain grill. We have green eggs here. They're really big in the East Coast, especially in Atlanta, Southeast. They are so huge. Kind of like a, what's the brand? Komodo Joe, like those guys, stuff like that. All right, should I get a 40 Smith & Wesson? Beast asked. Personally, I say yes. That's what I say. I love me a good 40. I know people hate on it all day long. I think all rounds have a strength to them. I don't use thermals in hunting. Well, I kind of do. I have a scope that actually records everything in either thermal or traditional. It's actually pretty cool. It's like a camera on my gun, which is neat, which I look forward to using. But the 40 Smith & Wesson versus the 9mm versus the 45, check out that playlist on my YouTube channel, because I love a 45 because it's like shooting a boulder. Yeah, thermals are almost cheating, I gotta be honest. Clover, wasn't it you that said I can come pig hunting with you? Or was that Ghost? I can't remember. I have an Anderson AR-15. I've been 12,000 runs through it. It's been great. What do you think about Anderson? I think they're great guns. They all my lowers. Clover said, yes, that was him. We're going to have to hook that up. Clover, we're going to have to do some email ski about hunting some piggies. What part of Texas? East or west or central? I've always wanted to go to Texas, to be honest. But yeah, so lots of really cool stuff. Lots of really cool stuff. I like a 40. I'll be honest. I really like a 40 because it's a combination of both. It's got the velocity. East Texas, so that makes it easier. It's a day's drive. That's easy. You got the velocity of the 9mm close to anyway, and then you have the 45 mass, which I like. So I like having a little bit more mass moving roughly the same velocity. A lot of people say it pops a lot more, but I'll be honest, it doesn't pop to me. It doesn't pop to me at all. We disagree. Can't be friends. Hate a 40. Trip is off. Oh, I had so many friends until right then. Ever hog hunt in South Georgia? I actually have a hog lease I wasn't able to get to yet this year. I had a baby. It's a thing. I got 3 kids under 4. I live in Illinois and ammo seems to cost $1 more. Well, yeah, you live in Illinois where all guns are illegal. That's why Chicago has the highest gun murder rate in the world. Duh. Higher than... My wife had a baby. Yeah, you've clearly never had a baby, bro, because that's a 2-person thing. Pine Mountain? I don't know what Pine Mountain means. Hunting in Georgia. No, it's a private land lease. It's in mid-Georgia. It's near a place called, my baby's 19. You forgot. It's close to a city called Peachtree City. But it's exciting land lease. Next year we'll definitely do a lot more hog hunting and a lot more behind the scenes stuff. It's really cool. It's got this really cool little pond on there which I'll fish the crap out of. My baby is 7-inch. That's just weird, Gentro. That's just weird, bro. And also, I'm sorry. GMCC, I love what you do, bro. Keep up the great work. Thank you. GMCC, if you're just viewing, check us out on Patreon. We're trying to do a lot of stuff, and I'm showing you a lot of things. I kind of lay out the reasons why earlier in this little cast, but if you want to, hook it up. Who lives in Atlanta? That's kind of cool. A meetup would be kind of cool. I just don't know how many people actually live in Atlanta that actually watch my channel and would actually care to say hello to me, because I'm a human, not a not special. And a 40 is still awesome, by the way, Clover. Gentry, you're cool. I was just kidding. Upstate South Carolina from Sumney, nice. Philip Peck lives in Oh, Philip does, huh? In Atlanta? Nice. I go to Stoddard's all the time. I like that range a lot. God, these live streams go so fast. We're sitting at 45 minutes. That's so crazy. I have a British Enfield 303. You ever shot one? I've never shot one, but I'd like to. That'd be awesome. You have 24 watching and 20 thumbs up. That's amazing, by the way. Not to geek you again. Says a lot about your viewer loyalty. Yes, it does. Do I like SIG rifles? They're overpriced. I also think they are making some type of thing. I missed that last one. I try to read really fast when you guys all talk at the same time. But yeah, SIG rifles, I don't touch those things. It's an AR-15. I can build an AR-15 for $600. That Philip says it's a nice range, awesome staff. Yes, it is. Patrick, the manager, is awesome. Be cool to have you come up to Western Pennsylvania for Black Bear. That would be really cool. I wouldn't rule that out, I'll be honest. Steve, I'm in Atlanta. I've got 2 people from Atlanta here? What? That's awesome. But yeah, I don't touch the SIG rifles. The MCXs are good. They're fine. But they're over-engineered AR-15s. I can build an AR-15 for $600-700, a basic one. If I want to build a really good one, I can spend it for $1,200. So, I mean, I don't really need those guns. SIG's coming to my gun club and going to try to get pistols and rifles. Don't know what to try. P238 and P320. Those are great guns. I'm going to be honest. I would do a P226. Yeah, I love me a P226. I also think they are making some sort of bill that cracks down on small gun shop in Illinois. They are. You are correct. Clover Tack says times 5. I don't know what times 5 means. Don't know. But I do think the likes are awesome, and the people watching are amazing. You guys are awesome. You'll sit here and watch me like ramble and talk about gun stuff for 45 minutes. That's so cool. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, one more thing that's really awesome. Have you guys seen the Facebook is coming out with... Oh, yeah, you're right. SIG P226 X54. Yeah, that's a great one. 320 drop firing, I haven't seen it happen, so I don't really have a huge comment. I know it happens. Yeah, I know it's an X5. It's the marksmanship model. SIG P226 X5 is awesome. I like the Navy SEAL version myself. I live down here in Macon, Georgia. I drive up for a meet and greet. Love your channel. Thank you, Lionel. If you're in Macon, you're near the pigs, and I need pigs. I need the piggies. I need to hunt the piggies. PQ, hunt, donate, film. That's my world. Don't drop your guns. SIG problem solved. It's very true, Clover. I like that. But yeah, did you guys see the Facebook thing? Facebook is starting. It's called Facebook Watch. They're starting their own YouTube channel. So Facebook is starting to have creators, just like YouTube does. Facebook is starting to let things out there the same way. And I'm going to be honest, when they open that up, oh, it's on. I have 276 videos waiting in external hard drives just to upload to Facebook to make them cry. So my idea is to get everything on there as fast as I can, pump it up, and be the biggest gun channel on YouTube. That'd be kind of cool. Had a 250, but I didn't like the trigger. That's fair. SIG 250, didn't like the trigger. SIG's, I'll tell you, like that P226 Elite, I think is what it's called, is so tasty. Also, their 10mm 1911 is excellent. Excellent. I want one. I probably won't get one, but I want one. If I'm going to get a 10mm, I'm getting a Glock 20. Because that gun, yeah. It's priced right, it's mass-produced, so it's not super special. I can get it dirty, it'll still work. It's a 10mm. I can shoot a rattlesnake to a pig, to a deer. I can do anything with that thing. And I'm good. I don't think I do with a bear, though. We have a small hunting club in Wilkinson County loaded with hogs. Hey, if you want to send me an email about that, live at langleyfirearmsacademy.com. Shoot me an email and we'll chat. Facebook will ban you and send you to jail for not being PC. That's true, but no problem. It doesn't hurt me. Post a Patreon link on your show notes. Patreon sucks, by the way. Well, it's not perfect. They take 10%, and they're starting to ban people too, but you know what? At least I'm starting. At least I'm starting somewhere. I was considering a 357 or 40, so 226. I'll keep that in mind. 357 is a crazy powerful round. Woo, we are at the 50-minute mark, and I always keep these to about an hour, so let's keep this going. 10 more minutes. All about endurance. And a side note, this is really cool because this is the 3rd or 4th YouTube live stream I've done, maybe 5th, and we're maintaining every single time more and more people are joining and staying in, which is awesome. So we're at 31 right now, 50 minutes in, which is super amazing because before you got down to like 9 and 7. But now we're sitting at 31. Guys, it's not going to be long till we have 100 to 200 people in these live chats. Braden, have you ever shot a Smith & Wesson Victory? I have not. What's the best 50 caliber handgun? I don't really know if there is one. The Desert Eagles are always nice. OBX NC is tuning in. I don't know what that means. Your favorite AR company? I don't really have one because I make my own, so it's not. I don't really care. It would be hard to keep up with 200 people. You're 100% right, but we're not there yet. But that'd be a great problem to have. Desert Eagle is crazy. It has like an AR-15 bolt in it to remove the shells. It's crazy. Ever shot a Tokarev pistol? I have. They're fun. Ever been to Bullseye in Lawrenceville? Yes, I have. That's a question for Atlanta folks. The Eagle is a 44. That is sweet. That thing is a beast. The Victory is a great quality. Price $22 firearm. That's kind of cool. That sounds awesome. CloverTac likes him a 44. I hope a 44 Magnum, because that sounds like a CloverTac kind of thing. Oh man, but man, it's so cool, guys. This is so awesome. Like the future is so bright. We just got these little people trying to blot out some stars via Google. Oh, by the way, did you see how much trouble they got in? Oh man, with that memo thing that they were coming out with, where some employee, longest range I've ever shot with an AR-15, about 300 to 400 yards, not too much. So Google, an employee from Google sent out a memo and basically said, hey, we are not a diverse company. We don't accept all viewpoints. It's basically, if you're not a liberal, you are done, right? And so he sent this whole 10-page memo, and Google, in their higher learned thought processes, decided to fire him because he did not go with groupthink. So they fired him, right? So now all this feedback is coming back to Google, be like, you're not about diversity. This guy didn't agree with you and you fired him. That's like a complete contradiction. So what's happening now, and I'm hoping and I'm praying to God that this comes to YouTube as well, because that's exactly what's happening with YouTube. So that'd be kind of cool. Julian Assange offered him a job. That's amazing. That's awesome. Shots get difficult past 400 yards for me. Well, that's true. I mean, I've shot things at 300 yards from a 30.6 regularly. Can you use dum-dum rounds on bears? I wouldn't use dum-dum rounds on bears. If I'm going to hunt a bear, I don't even want to hunt a bear. I just don't feel... I'm going to kill me a bear. Why? Because I'm awesome. Okay. I mean, they're not overly tasty. They are. You can't eat them, but they're not overly tasty. They make great bear fat. But, to be honest, like, it just doesn't appeal to me that much. Like, deer and hogs appeal to me much more. Because I want a rug. Okay, that's fair. Clover, that's fair. Clover wants a rug. I'm teaching the love of my life to shoot. I have a bolt action 22 LR, Ruger 1022. Those are also great options. That's awesome. Tell that love of your life to keep up the Second Amendment. Boom. Then make some babies. Boom. Then get them into guns. Boom. We will win. If you could only have one gun, what would it be? Oh, man. Going back to the same thing. Someone asked me that earlier. Springfield M1A1 or a Ruger gun sight? Probably a Ruger gun sight, I'm going to be honest. May save a 357 for a revolver. Can use 38s to practice. That is true. That is very true. The reason I want to dum-dum on a bear is because I'm too lazy to track them. I still wouldn't shoot a bear, because if you miss, those things come after you. They could kill you and stuff. I have a Trijicon red dot on my Anderson AR-15. What's your favorite sight for an AR? I really like the Vortex sights. Love the Vortex sights. Thoughts on a P30 with LEM trigger? Amazing. Very good. Very good gun. The P30 is it's one of the most comfortable guns I've ever held. Very comfy. So comfy. Oh, man. Love these live chats, man. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, this legitimately gives me joy to actually talk to people who see my videos and support my channel. It's amazing. Just take someone slower than you bear hunting. If you miss, no problem. I like that. So take someone slower like the bait. Well, I run real slow. I know run fast. I can't make the runs. I can make the runs, but I can't run real fast. And so I'm not sure it would work out. I'd rather just shoot it. But if I'm going bear hunting, though, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be strapped out like you've never believed, like you haven't seen. I'm on a 30-06. I'm on a 300 black. I'm on a 308 AR-10. I'm gonna have G20s all over me. I'm just like, if I'm dying, you are gonna make me very loud. It's gonna be very loud. All you have to do is outrun one person. Man, a lot of morbid people on this channel. I like it. Maybe you should not go with anyone else. Yeah, see, I got all that ammo. It's just like, it's on. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't know. It's like hunting the bear thing. I don't know. If I was like single and young and dumb, Like for me, not saying someone that hunts bears dumb. Like for me, if I was young, single, and dumb, I might do it. But I don't know, with kids and a wife and like all that, I'm like, I don't know. But it would be kind of cool to have a bear rug and be like, that's right, I got that. I hunted that there bear rug. What up? That would be kind of neat, actually. But I'm not going to kill something just for its fur. I want to use the whole animal. Oh, man. GMCC, I subscribed at 500 subscribers. Love what you do. That is amazing. Thank you, dude. That's awesome. What's my hog hunting gun? It's either an AR-10 or it is a 300 Blackout. Outer Banks, North Carolina's in. I checked yesterday and clothes were sold out on your website when we restock. I'm working on it. Check out Grunt Style. Deer stands work for bears too. That's awesome. Check out Grunt Style. If you go to my website, langleyfirearmsacademy.com, and you go to the far right, it says YouTube Lodge. You can get in onto YouTube Lodge and just put in your email and your first and last name, and you get access to all the discount codes my viewers get. And you can say, boom, 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 Grunt Style. Grunt Style makes amazing shirts, and I get a percentage of that, and that would help the channel. I really wish I could have read that Michelak American flag emblem, man, because that looked like a really good post. Sorry. Oh, man. What do I think of the Springfield XD series? I'm in love with Springfield all of a sudden. Springfields are amazing guns. The liberals run everything in communication and media. Yes, they do, but the little man can overwhelm them, right? A million ants can kill a wasp or a grasshopper like that. All right, Later, everyone. Good night, and buy more guns. Amen. Thank you for checking out the Patreon channel, I appreciate it. We are wrapping up, guys. We got 3 more minutes. All right, if the bear charges and no choice, only saw tracks once, followed by a dog and a coyote for about a mile at least till it ended in a swamp. Oh my God, a mile in a swamp? An 800-pound bear? I don't mind work, but damn. Ever try SIG 300 Blackout Subsonics? I have not. The email is live@langleyfirearmsacademy.com. 3 more says night. Everyone is saying goodbye to Tina. Black bear. Okay, fine. 400 pounds. Oh, guys, you guys are awesome. You guys right there. You know who I'm talking to. You know, it's really my hope. I really want to get to the size of Demolition Ranch. That's my goal. What is your opinion on the Springfield and... I have a video on the composition of SIG Blackouts. I also use them as shoot house video, just saying. You should check that out, guys. Come to the East Coast, North Carolina, and take the biggest bears. Really clean ammo. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I've never actually fired that ammo. I actually load my own 300 Blackout ammo. I convert my 223 and 5.56 cases to 300 Blackout. And I have all my own ammo. And it's amazing. I love loading. Loading is one of the best things ever. Love your channel. I've learned a lot. Thank you, Danny. That's awesome. That's why I do it. That's the whole idea, is my passion behind it. If you guys like loading, or if you haven't ever been into loading, I recommend you look into it, because ammo is not only incredibly cheap, it's also plentiful. You can make your own loads. You customize everything. You are the source of your ammunition. You can make it whenever you want. You can do customized loads for different things. It's more accurate. Clover says he loves loading his own ammo. I'm telling you guys, if you are looking for a hobby that's rewarding, it's amazing, it's awesome, it's the coolest thing that you'll ever experience, load your own ammo. The thumbnail that you saw tonight was the same ammo I loaded like a year ago. Matt says, where do you start ammo? Reloading your own ammo. I will be grilling, my dad and I will be grilling venison. I just won't tell him if it's venison. I'll tell him it's beef or something. When you're starting, just understand how bullets work. Start on YouTube. That's where it's going to happen. Because I'm going to. I've actually already got some stuff on my YouTube channel. I will check out that vid, Clover Tag. Yeah, check out his vids. If you're going to start reloading, start just reading about how it works. That's it. That's all that it is. It's like, if you understand how the primer works, and you understand the cartridge casing and the powder and the projectile, that's all the components you're dealing with. So once you get that understood, you can start to tweak things and read the recipes, and there's so much information. Mason has just arrived. That's awesome. Arriving the last minute of the YouTube stream. But what I did to learn it, I actually went to a gun shop and I bought a good book. I bought a Lyman good book, just like Clover said. Buy a good book on Lyman and for modern loaders, and you can load anything. I tried loading once, and the lube messed up my gun. Honestly, I don't ever mess with lube that much unless I'm actually depriming and resizing the cases. I love it. reloading is the best thing ever, and it gets people behind the bullet, and it really, you dive in. And if you guys would like, I will do some videos online about reloading and trying to make them interesting, but it's pretty cool, and like tweaking different recipes and stuff. It'd be awesome. Lionel started reloading with his dad when he was little, and he loves it. He absolutely loves it. This guy's the best thing ever. Matt says, please, kind sir. Actually, it's my first videos ever were about reloading, just so you know. About how to prepare the cases and some stuff. Not amazing videos, but they were there. They're my first ones. But I've got one video. It's called Bullet Personalities, American Joe on my channel. I would love for you guys to watch that video and leave a comment and tell me what you think of that video, because that was a cool style. I'd love to hear what you think of that style. Let me know on that. All right, there's 36 people watching. I can't hang up on you guys. I'll do it 5 more minutes. We'll do a 65-minute stream. Name again. So the name of the video was called Bullet Personalities, American Joe. That's what it was called. If you go onto my channel and you do the search bar and you type in American Joe, you're going to see the video pop up. It's about a minute and 30-second video, but it's a pretty cool video. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. It was a neat little thing to do. All right, guys, we got 4 more minutes. What are your thoughts on nitride barrels? They're very good barrels. They're very good. Philip says, see you. You are awesome. Thank you, Philip. I look forward to the day eventually we can hook up and meet. Is there 7.62 39x39 black tips? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. 7.62 x 39 is pretty much just a just a hammer on the forest. Can I have another shout-out type thing in other videos? Seems no one is asking. Mason, don't get greedy. Some of us will watch until you quit. LOL. Philip says, absolutely. I believe you guys would. I'm telling you, this is really cool. Every single episode of a live one, it comes up. GMCC, when am I doing the Tannerite video? That is an excellent question. I have been asked that so many times by my buddies who are helping with it. Somebody says, thanks for all that you do. Keep it up. No problem. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. The Patreon, the YouTube, the website, all that stuff. I appreciate all of it. Mason says he's not trying to be. I'm just kidding, Mason. I'm just messing with you. I need to get the Tannerite thing lined up. I have no excuses. I am a poo head-ish. I have had so many things with videos going on. I gotta go edit a video right now when I'm done with this. Lots of stuff going on. Clover says I'm a slacker. I am a slacker. Now every single day my buddies who are gonna help me film and help me fly drones and help me drive vehicles and do all sorts of destructive stuff, they're all being like, when are we gonna, like, I'm like, guys, I'm trying so hard. Oh man, funny stuff. All right, we are at the halfway point. We are at 62 minutes and 55 seconds. We have 2 more minutes of this live stream. Wish I did slow motion. I wish I could afford a slow motion camera. I'm going to be real. I really wish I could, because that would be amazing. Down the road, that's actually in the plans. That's why I went with Patreon. That's why I did all of these things that are a little out of the box. That's why I'm doing it, is so that I can get the funds to do slow motion cameras. It all goes into the channel. I mean, I've got a lot of marketing deals I'm working on, bringing stuff into the channel, bringing money into the channel. I'm trying all these different avenues, but it's awesome. What's my favorite YouTube gun channel? Is probably Demolition Ranch. I really like the way he relates to the audience. I really like that, and I didn't really start watching him until about a year into my channel. But then I started realizing some things that he was doing, and it wasn't the quality of the work, because the quality of his work isn't that amazing. What's amazing is he has cool ideas, which I think I'm on the same plane with that. The thing that he does that is so amazing is he makes you feel like you're there. He reacts with you, he talks with you, he shows his personality, and that's what I'm trying to start incorporating. Andrew says he's going to go to Patreon right now after this is over. I got it. I appreciate it, Andrew. That's huge. That's amazing. I appreciate it. But the thing with Demolition Ranch is Matt is just a very charismatic personality. He's a cool dude. He's very American. And he doesn't mind making fun of himself and just being kind of silly, which I like a lot. Demo Ranch is simple, not like other marketing gun channels. It's true, it is very simple, but that's sometimes very effective. I don't watch a lot of big channels anymore. I like the small ones like yours. Thank you. Well, I hope when my channel gets big, you don't quit on me, and I hope I don't change to your liking. I hope that doesn't mess it up. Yo, bro, just saw this. Wish I had seen it sooner. Christopher Daniels, it's okay. you can play it back. Had a lot of really cool stuff in the first part of this, which was awesome. Yeah, he does have Vet Ranch and Off the Ranch. He has a lot of channels. I think I just saw he bought a Lamborghini. I'm like, getting a little... All right. Kevin the Tack Daddy, I'm here till you say it. All right. I won't say it. I'm going to let everyone in this room, the collection of people... Kevin the Tack Daddy is a channel who gave me a shot. If you guys were talking about, smaller channels getting helped by bigger channels, at the time I had around 700 subscribers to 1,000 subscribers. He had around 9 to 10,000, and he basically responded to me when I reached out to him. He actually got back to me, gave me some advice, and talked me through a few of the things that helped me become a channel that has a little bit more oomph to it and a little bit more consistency. That's some of the advice that he gave me, and he's actually in this channel right now, and he has really messed with me every single time. I know he didn't really buy one, Brian, I was just messing. He's messed with me ever since I've had a video, because I fall into this pitfall, and in my earlier videos, every single thing... Thank you, Kevin. Every single thing that I did, I always said this phrase, and he's about to rip me on it. Hey guys, or alright guys, or hey guys, let's do this. It was every single video, and every single time I would do it, he would make fun of me. And he still makes fun of me right there. Just like that. And so if you guys really want to see some cool stuff, he's got some really cool videos. He does a lot more of the news side of stuff. He does a lot of the shooting analysis, and him and his brother really do a lot of cool stuff. So if you want to check it out, he's in here right now. Kevin the Tack Daddy. Hey you guys. So he always makes fun of me, but he really did give me a really good foot up. He gave me some really great advice, and he's in here right now. So if you want to check out his channel, you can. If you want to talk to him, you can. He's all here. Kevin the Tack Daddy. Gun News Weekly is his channel name. So you guys want to check that out. No, his channel name is Tack Daddy. Gun News Weekly is his show. As always, I'm Braden. Oh, I do that one too. Every time. I still do that one. My wife and one of my good friends makes fun of me every single time they watch a video, because I always say that. I will always say, as always, I'm Braden. And my wife will look at me and go, are you ever not Braden? I'm like, woman, I'm working here. But it's just one of those things. If you guys ever make a channel, Mason is out. Later, buddy. If you guys ever make a YouTube channel and you ever do these things, you'll figure it out. You'll find phrases that you say to make yourself comfortable and you don't even realize them. Would you prefer Federal HST or Spear Gold Dot HST? Tack Daddy, yeah, have heard a lot about you from gun channels. See, pretty cool. But there's just so many things that you'll fall into when you start your own channel. You say whatever's comfortable. Like for example, if you've never done a YouTube channel and you don't have a sign off, you don't have a brand, you don't have anything, if that camera turns on and you freeze and you wait and you go, what do I say now? Whatever comes naturally the first or second time will happen over and over and over and over and over again until you finally realize it, and then you break the habit. It just happens. And Kevin just gave me all kinds of crap because I always say, hey guys. And now I say, as always, I'm Braden. Because sometimes I'm not Braden. Mason says, think about the shout-out thing, and he's out of here. Later, Mason. Oh, man. But yeah, no, that's some real stuff with Tack Daddy. I'm not making that up. All right, guys, I got one more minute. Are you always Braden? I am occasionally Braden, sometimes. Some guns are picky about ammo, keep trying different types, still have fails, call manufacturer. That's exactly how I do it, but I usually don't mess with it. Ghost Tactical always ends his videos with Simplify. I like that, but see, I'm not going to do that because I wasn't in the Marines. So it's like finding your own thing. Philip says, Night Brother, had a blast. Thank you for viewing, I appreciate it. Have I ever eaten alligator? I have not eaten alligator, but I am not above it. How many people are in queue right now, Extos? How many people? I have never eaten alligator, but does time keep extending? Yeah, I keep on getting distracted. Then Kevin came in here, and then there were like 38 people, and I couldn't stop. I mean, it's a problem. I want to stop it at 70 minutes. That's like in 20 seconds. Because I'm actually tired. And I need beverage. I'm hyper. It is addicting. You have no idea. I do like my viewers. That's true. What's deer taste like? It tastes like goodness. Later, Kevin. Night Bro, what's your favorite ammo from the RIP? I would definitely have to say the Telos round, by far. Most effective, most devastating. We love the show. Well, Danny and everyone else watching, I do have to cut the show. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. And please check out the Patreon channel. Check out my website if you want to log in and get all these discounts on some stuff. It's really, really awesome. Brian, no problem. And any way you can help, it's the Second Amendment and going forward. It's not me. And I want to make that very, very clear. I'm not asking you for money from me. I'm asking you to help develop the next generation. But until the next time, Christopher, I hope you enjoyed the beginning. I thank all you guys for watching. This is Braden. As always, I'll see you on the next one. Yes, I want to end.